Hey Scorpio, this is Aqua Moonlight. Thank you so much for tuning back in, or welcome if you are new here. So we are going to do your reading for the month of November 2022. This reading is going to be for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, Jupiter. And we're going to see here, Scorpio, what is coming in for you in the month of November. Anything else you need to know, whatever comes up here for you for the current energies. So just take what resonates. There is also going to be an extended reading. If you do feel like you resonate with this, if you feel like it's for you, then the link is down below and we'll just go more in depth. We'll get some more details for you. We'll go into some charms and go from there. All right, so let's go ahead and see here. So Spirit, please tune me in to the energy for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, Jupiter for the month of November 2022. Spirit, we ask for clear messages for Scorpio. Please show me what needs to come through, Spirit, in a way that I can clearly understand, for clarity, for guidance, for healing, for truth of the highest and greatest good for Scorpios that are tuning into this reading. Okay, so what do we have here, Spirit, for Scorpio? The Magician in reverse. So there's something here for you, Scorpio, that you're trying to, it's like I'm kind of seeing a delay for you. We also have the Page of Swords in reverse. A little bit of a sketchy energy here. I want to see what's going on, but I kind of also feel there could be some type of, almost like a bit of a block here. I'm picking up on some resistance. It's like I'm being shown an egg or something wanting to be opened, but it's delayed for some reason, or there's a challenge to get there. I'm also hearing that it's really important for you in November to focus on your own tank. I'm hearing focus on like filling up your own well, filling up your own tank. Okay, so anything connected to self-care, you know, make sure that you're doing that. Make sure you take care of yourself, because it almost feels like you're either burned out in some way, and this is where it's like the Magician's energy is kind of not clear for you. Some path is not maybe totally evident or clear to you. Or you're having to have extra protection around you and around your energy this month as well. Let's see, Spirit, tell me a little bit more for Scorpio in November. Queen of Wands in reverse. Yeah, I really think for you here, Spirit's encouraging you to take action on certain things, encouraging you to take action on your, something here that you need to do. What is it that Scorpio needs to take action on? Queen of Swords. For some of you, Scorpio, this is actually a message about you. I'm hearing transmuting darkness. So it's a very interesting energy here. It could be that with the Queen of Swords, you're having to take it upon yourself to remove some darkness around you, or darkness in your own energy or your own thinking or something with this Magician, the Page of Swords. If you do feel like there's something around you, that can definitely be taken into consideration, that you're having to sweep that away, because it kind of feels like you are being asked by Spirit to develop this Queen of Wands within you further, which can be, yeah, it's for a lot of you, this is actually a month of, which isn't surprising because it's Scorpio season as well. It's a lot of kind of alchemy happening here, transmutation. And I think that when you come out of this and when you kind of look at what you may need to look at or transmute that, then what's next kind of for you is a lot of clarity of mind, clarity of heart, clarity about your direction. And I think this is where, for a lot of you or for some of you, it's kind of a very powerful month for you to set certain boundaries and limits in your life, and also be honest with yourself about many different things. And I think this will clear a lot of things for you that you've been questioning in your life recently. For some of you, it's also this feeling of that you've been frustrated with something. There's been a level of frustration. And this may be connected to an inability, or maybe not an inability, but a hard time getting something or moving somewhere in your life in certain areas. And it's almost like there's a moment here to where you're going to have to look at it. That's what I'm being told here. Tell me a little bit more, Spirit, for Scorpio in November, please. Yes, the Empress. Yes, definitely here for you, Scorpio. I'm hearing there's no limits to you. There's no limits for what you can create. The Ten of Cups, wow. And here's a star beneath that. So this is a beautiful energy. And that's kind of what it feels like. It sort of feels like you want to be at this place where, like this bird flying above all of the trees and flying very high, I think that there's this feeling of aligning more to your emotional needs, aligning more to your kind of vision for something greater for your life. And this has a lot to do with your thoughts, your mind, and being able to say that you can do it. But first, I want to look a little bit more at this Page of Swords and the Magician reverse, because that's what I think. I'm also hearing it's something connected to an unhealed aspect of yourself, or if it's not unhealed, it's sort of been lingering for a while, and Spirit is encouraging you to know that you're deserving of the Ten of Cups and the Empress. It feels like a really big shift happens for you. Yeah, I'm hearing blind spots. It's like there's been a blind spot with the Page of Swords in reverse, which is actually what this is how I'm seeing it right now. This Page of Swords can be something has been like a blind spot in your life, or you've been blind to something, and it's like Spirit saying to take a look at the blind spot now, because this blind spot could actually be hindering this clarity of mind for you, or you haven't been addressing it, okay? And And like I said, self-care, the Empress, a lot of this is about you. So in the month of November, Scorpio, I would say that this month is going to be about you getting to a space where you're inviting a lot more abundance in your life. And this abundance is coming from how you're kind of thinking, what actions you're taking, but also it's coming from a more spiritual alignment as well, to where you're aligning more to this star. Okay, so lots of this healing, but it sort of feels like you don't need to question something anymore. You can feel comfortable and confident in knowing that this Ten of Cups is available for you. You know, I hope that makes sense, but that's what I'm getting here. So I think on a more practical level, you know, definitely in November, spend time focusing on your finances, spend time focusing on just how you can create and cultivate a more abundant life. Definitely self-care, exercise, eating healthy, focusing on your physical body as well, because there's a connection between your mind and your body, kind of, you know. If you have a clear mind with the Queen of Swords, if you're clear, then you can be clear about the star, you can be clear about your future, and you can also have the physical aspect of taking action towards those things and having a pure vessel. So that's also what I'm getting here for you too. I want to look, what else about this Page of Swords spirit and the Magician for Scorpio? Why is this coming up? This may not be for all of you, but for some of you, there's a controlling aspect here. This could be you controlling certain things in your life. This might be that you've been trying to control yourself or your life plan or what's happening around you. And this is Spirit wanting you to kind of let go of control and soften up your energy a bit with the Ten of Cups over here as well. And in order to do this, you may have to see, what is it that's bothering me, or what is it that's causing me to feel like I need to be in control of something. Ace of Pentacles in reverse and the Nine of Cups. It has a lot to do with your throat chakra. Okay, so the throat chakra again here, Nine of Cups is this wish fulfillment. But let's get a few different cards here. I want to see a little bit more. So surrender stress is here when I divided the deck. It says, take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension you've built up in your body. Let the stress go as you come back to your center. And that's what I think this Empress is here too. A lot of you in November will be dealing with, maybe not dealing with stress. I mean, you could be, but it's also like not letting it affect you so much, you know? Let's see, Scorpio for November. I'm also hearing for some of you, I'm hearing let the distance happen or let the distance occur. So I feel like for some, this is letting certain things distance themselves from your life and feeling okay with it. So, you know, if you see something in your life that is floating away or it's not really part of your plan anymore, it could be a person, could be something else, justice is here too. So yeah, let it float away. Let it leave your life if that's what is best for you, because it feels like it could be contributing to some stress. Nine of Swords here again, lots of mental kind of anxieties or fears. Definitely I feel that they want you to surrender to more of a playful energy as well. Let's see, Scorpio, what else for you for November? Some of you also could have a lot of ideas this month that you're writing down. I'm seeing somebody writing down ideas or writing down future plans, okay? So pay attention to the flashes of information that come through, because it could be messages from spirit, messages from your guides, and I'm hearing messages from your higher self to align you to a certain path. You know, it's like taking inspired action. But sometimes if we feel a lack of confidence with this, or if we feel stressed or overwhelmed by other events in our life, then it can make it hard to actually create a vision for our future or to take action on those certain ideas that we have. So I think a lot to do with like the Libra energies coming up here strongly for you, lots of air. So a lot of this is in the mind, 9 of Swords here too. So definitely for someone, if you have ideas, or even if you're a writer or something, really take time in November to write stuff down, to express, you know, again, the Magician and the Page of Swords. There may be like a block here somehow within the throat, or I'm also picking up here for someone too, that you may have felt that there was like this intangible force almost. This kind of sounds like the Taurus reading a little bit, but it's a bit different. But you may have felt like there was an intangible like kind of force that kept you from your happiness. That could have been, I don't know what it was, but I think it had more to do with how you were coping with it and how you were allowing it to affect you than the actual source of it, if that makes sense. Yeah, surrender worry. So make a commitment make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body, focus on the power of your heart, and have faith that Spirit is guiding you always. So lots of worry, I think, is leaving your body, or needs to, in November. Let's get one more of these for Scorpio. Yeah, surrender obsessive thinking. So if you're obsessing about a person or a situation, turn the dilemma over to Spirit. Doing so will help you bring you clarity or even solve the problem. So there is a bit of this obsessive thinking, okay, with this Page of Swords, the Magician, 9 of Swords. So there's some type of obsessive thinking here. And for some of you, it's keeping you in a lower vibration, okay? So let's just get one more card here. So any advice for Scorpio, or what is next for them in November? Compassion. Yeah, sacred plan. And we do have at the bottom here too, surrender to miracles. So that's kind of like this 10 of Cups too. So for some of you, there's also a feeling of you having to hold compassion for yourself during a time that you have been worried about your love life or worried about a love situation, and also have compassion for that person too, with the 10 of Cups here and the Star, because it could be affecting your heart, or could be affecting where, you know, again, there's been this blind spot somehow. So I think the focus for you again is to embody this Empress energy, feminine energy, in November, to where you can have love, kindness, and compassion for you and also for others. And this will help you to, again, like I said in the beginning, kind of transmute any of this like lower vibration that tries to affect you, or tries like that you get in your head too much, or you're overthinking something, or if you've had a challenge in your love life. Giving space between you and a partner, for some of you, will really help the situation. And also giving space for things to grow on their own, you know, giving space for the sacred plan to unfold in your life. So it's all about releasing stress here, Scorpio. It's all about getting out of your own way as well. Some of you feel kind of impatient, okay? And they want you to know that it's okay to sometimes feel impatient, but also surrendering to what is, surrendering to the moment, and surrendering that, again, we can't control things sometimes, you know, or many times with the Nine of Swords. So there's a feeling of you thinking that maybe if I don't have this now, or if I don't act on this now, then it's not going to be mine, or it's going to go away. But they really want you to have patience with this Ace of Pentacles in reverse. I'm getting also, lastly here, Scorpio, that you, I'm hearing Pluto, which is your planet too. There could be a lot of changes here that are trying to happen for you, but you have to allow them to flow out of your body, if that makes sense. Like if you kind of hold it all within, then it's hard for the actual light to come in, or for you to transmute that, if that makes sense. So trying to allow for surrender, and yeah, I forgot what I just said, but something about you surrendering to the stress and the worry, and kind of just make sure that you let the clarity in. Okay, so I'm going to take this over to the extended, and we'll see a little bit more. We'll get some more details maybe on what this is that's coming in for you. We'll go into some charms, and yeah, so link is down below. Thanks so much for tuning in, and have a great birthday month. Take care and lots of love.